In today's Model 2 video, we're taking a look at the Kastov-74u. I got a banger 130 plus kill gameplay here with an MGB tac nuke along with the best setup. I think y'all are gonna enjoy today's video, so if you do, give it a like, subscribe, notifications turned on. Of course, shout out to the Noti Gang here on screen if you want to be featured in future videos. Comment Noti Gang down in the comment section below. That being said, let's get into this. All right, so hopping this here, we're gonna build the Kastov-74u for you guys. So we happen to have the Kastov, of course, the PA-90 is our secondary, the stim shot as our tactical, the lethal as the Semtex, the perk package here of double time scavenger, fast hands, and quick fix, along with the munitions box here. And then let's get into the Kastov. So the first thing we're gonna do is actually we're gonna go in here, we're gonna skip the muzzle, go straight to the barrel, because we're trying to make this a very unique, very high mobility build here that you guys can use on like shipment, for instance, because that's what I was dominating on when I was using this gun. So we're actually gonna go throw on the BR-209 barrel here. This is gonna increase our movement speed and aim down sight speed. This is gonna be hugely beneficial for this gun in terms of like making it more feel like an SMG, considering this is technically speaking an AR, but we don't really care that much about it being an AR. Everyone runs around with it like an SMG. It's not really used as an AR, but this is going to make it more feel like an AR here. But it's going to make it more feel like an SMG here in Modern Warfare 2. But you do kind of get a large damage drop off, so you kind of almost have to bite the bullet just a little bit on that if you're trying to go for aim down sight speed, as opposed to something like damage range, which you guys could definitely go for, as this is probably not a bad way to tune this thing, considering we lose a tad bit of bullet velocity and recoil control. So either way, a plus 0.18 here and a minus 0.14. This is going to be a real solid way to be able to tune this. Now for the tuning on this thing, I'm going to whip out the mouse here, and just so we can actually accurately go through this and get it down to the fine tune point. But pretty much it doesn't matter if you do this. I play controller on PC, but if you happen to have a mouse, I mean, this will just allow you to be a little bit more precise, a little bit more easily. You can still do it fine with the controller. I just prefer to do it this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to tune this for a little bit more aim walking speed and maybe a little bit aim down sight speed and maybe damage range. We'll kind of see pretty much how this actually lines up and how it ends up looking here on the graph. We have to pay attention to this. It's pretty huge. So we're going to go down here and we'll pretty much be able to see, like, when we move it down, that you don't get much more in the mobility category very like later on. So we're just going to go down here and I'm going to see that roughly right around here, this negative 1.14 range is where we get the maximum sort of mobility without messing with our recoil and our accuracy, which is pretty huge. And now down here for this tune, we'll take a look at this, and pretty much you guys can either see either one way or the other way. And it seems like there's a lot more detrimental effects when you start going down for the aim down sight speed on this. And it's kind of a little bit crappy because, if you actually go right back here to like the middle, you just start moving it, you'll get a little bit here, but you're not going to gain too much more before you start messing with everything. So we're just going to tune this for a negative 0.112, and that'll give you that increase in handling and sort of like mobility without messing with your damage too much, which is definitely what we're looking for. Next up is an attachment you actually cannot tune, which is going to be a laser sight. What we're going to do is we're going to go over here for the FSS OLE-V laser. This can give you that increase in aim down sight speed, aiming stability, sprint to fire speed, pretty much all the above. It's going to be visible upon ADS, but we really don't care about that. What we're really concerned with is getting a better ADS out of this gun here. Of course, having better sprint to fire because we're running around with it like an SMG, and the aiming stability, which can be huge because this gun's gonna have a tad bit of recoil. We're not running something like an FTAC Castle Comp or like some other type of suppressor that's gonna help out with recoil steadiness, so on and so forth, or an underbarrel even. So we're definitely gonna use this to kind of stabilize this gun out just a little bit. Also, for an attachment that's not gonna be tunable, it's gonna be the magazine. We're gonna go increase our magazine ammo capacity, specifically because we are playing on shipment. So we're gonna go for that maximum 45 round mag. This comes with a base 30. If you're not playing something like shipment, I would definitely say that a 30 round mag would be perfectly fine, and maybe you can go for something like an FTAC Castle Comp or something else on the end of the gun, maybe to help you with the recoil control or anything else like that. But otherwise, I mean, because we're playing such close quarters combat, a 45 round mag can come in very handy when those spawns get hectic. As you guys know, that's how shipment actually is. So 45 round mag here will be perfectly fine. It'll work out great. Next up, we got to go to the stock section here. We got to increase our mobility with this thing, and we're gonna go look over here for the O-Trizat stock. And this is going to be a really great stock. So normally speaking, I like to go for maybe like the Marquise or the stock list, but the stock list is going to go crazy on your recoil. Like, it's really going to mess with you. So this is definitely not the build to be able to do that. There's very few builds you can actually use the stock list without really messing this gun up. But pretty much the O-Trizat stock is going to be a great one for aim walking speed and sprint speed here. We don't really care as much about the crouch movement speed, but we definitely get our sprint speed, aim walking speed, which is definitely good because we're strafing back and forth. We already have a good sprint to fire, so this will be a great combination attachment. Now, once again, whipping out the mouse here for the tune, we're gonna try to go for a little bit more ADS and aim walking speed, not as much the aiming stability, aim walking steadiness. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just kind of move this down here. We'll just kind of see the general like what it actually does, and you can see that pretty much we get a lot more roughly around this range, but then we start having this weird sort of like jump over here which is not what we're trying to look for. So we'll go back here more or less like to the to kind of baseline. We'll kind of see what we get the max out of, and pretty much we'll reach this max right around, I'd say here at a negative 1.03, as opposed to, you know, sliding all the way down. And this is just going to jump around, and this is not really going to move hardly at all. So we'll just leave it right there. And then the aim walking speed, we're going to try to tune a little bit more for this. So we'll just take a look at that. And as you can see, it's a pretty large jump right here. And the funny thing is that this moves kind of like not at the same time. So if I leave this right about here, right before this accuracy thing starts going way in, if I slide all the way to the max at a negative 1.08, I now get the maximum benefit of the mobility without messing with the rest of the gun. Now for our last attachment, we're gonna go through on a rear grip, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go look here for the true tack grip for that sprint to fire speed, aim down sight speed. Overall, a really great combination to be able to run on this thing between the stock and, you know, the rear grip and everything like that. The barrel, we're really giving this thing a lot of mobility, which I really like. So definitely we're gonna go for the true tack grip. And the tune on this thing here, we're definitely gonna go for a little bit more of the ADS speed and the sprint to fire on this thing, not as much the aiming idle stability. We're not as concerned with that. But we're not gonna like pretty much, you know, negatively affect this gun here with this tune. So we're gonna go down a little bit more so into here, but we're gonna check out pretty much how this affects the gun. And you can see that more or less right about here, I mean, this is where you get the maximum in terms of your handling, and you're not gonna mess with all the rest of the stuff in here. So we definitely don't want to mess with that. But now as far as the sprint to fire speed goes, we're gonna take a look at this and kind of see where it goes. You can see more or less that you have a large jump right here, but otherwise it's very minimal, and then you start losing everything else. So in order to not have this going any further in the accuracy department, we'll keep at a negative 0.24, and this would be our full tuning here for this gun. All right, this is my full builds here. Now let's actually hop into the firing range and show you guys how it actually performs here against some of the targets. And this is pretty much like you can see, you can aim walk around really nicely, and then very easy to control recoil. I mean, it bounces a little bit, but that's entirely okay. We're not concerned with that. But close range, super easy. And medium range, I don't know, it seemed like the targets weren't really registering right there, but it is what it is. Anyways, this is a very good, very fun gun to be able to use. I got 130 plus kills on shipment with an MGB tac nuke. Hope you enjoy. All right, we're about to put this 74u to use. Hey, bruh. Man, they say they nerfed this thing, but I don't really even be seeing it. Granted, this is shipment, so I mean, you don't got a ton of range, but like, I mean, uh-oh, not a shotty with a shield. Yeah, this gun feels really good. And the clip size on, don't feel like it's weighing it down either. Okay, maybe I felt that right there. All right, we got fast hands now. Our advanced UAV. We are good to go. I'm feeling a real good game out of this here. I like how these kids are actually dropping scavenger packages, unlike the last game I played. Got him. Wait. Bro, that advance almost just got me there. What was that? It's like it was starting to go away and they just... I don't know what type of streak I'm on, but I'm doing pretty good here so far. What? Yeah, I for real just jinxed that. I don't know what that was. I am so unbelievably confused. This game's really BSing me. Because there ain't no way they just did me that dirty with whatever that was.
And someone's got last stand, which is fun. All right, advanced UAV up here. Here we go again, fellas. We go again. Let's say I gotta get out of there real quick. Oh man, dude. I got super lucky. I'm not gonna cap. Bro, enough with the flashes. Please, 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 please. What is my man doing? We're going crazy this game, though. He's diving. Oh, there it is. Let's go, baby. Dude, they just screwed me out of my first one there. Like, nothing. All right, we just died. Let's get this thing going again. What is that? Those noise mines? Get that out of here. I call those like EDM things. I don't know what they are, but like this makes a whole lot of noise, a lot of bass. Wait. Hey, he's for real going crazy in those dive kills. All right, let's get that advanced in. Oh. Naturally, I call the advanced. I die. Hey, grenades are bound to get you at some point. All right, mans with a shotgun here is gonna maybe be a bit of an issue. We still got a nuke, so it's okay. Quick fix saving my life out here. All right, let's do UAV. I don't know exactly where they're spawning, but it's like right here. There's another one back there? Hey, bruh. Let's call that in. I don't know if I have enough time to actually get another nuke. Based on the score of the game. We still have so much time left, but my team is just sitting on that point. Okay, I was gonna say I need some serious ammo here, but we're good for now. It's all right, teammates. We can leave him. We can leave him there for a second. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really keeping an eye on that score while I'm going off. Trying. Oh man, we call that in. All right, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. These teammates are gonna take that one away from me. Oh. Man, another one. Oh, and another one. Holy crap. How many kills we just dropped, man? I'm thinking 150 plus right here. Most likely. Let's see. I'm 129 actually. The game didn't last nearly as long, but 130 kills damn near. That's really good. And a nuke.